Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone would like to email me, you can email me at Kevin Sullivan YouTube at yahoo.com. Kevin Sullivan YouTube at yahoo.com. You can email me if you would like to email back and forth, or if you would like to book a one-on-one phone session, or you would like to, book one-on-one via Skype sessions. The topic of this video, ladies and gentlemen, will be about growing up an empath in a narcissistic family. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, many of us are and were empaths growing up in narcissistic families. You will understand it, and you'll understand and notice that you grew up. If you were an empath, you definitely grew up different. You had a different mentality. You think different and see things different and behave different from your other siblings, and also your parents as well. When you grow up, you start to feel different or kind of left out. This because your narcissistic family, they do this on purpose. They leave you out because you're different. Like you being an empath and them being narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, or toxic people are a mix of all of them. So this is what it's like growing up. What it's like growing up with them is you're very different, and you notice that. It's almost like you're somewhere where you don't fit in and you don't belong. And that's because it is true, It is true, You don't fit or belong with them. You was born in that family, but you don't fit or you don't belong with them. That you are definitely different. Definitely different, and they know this. So growing up with them is kind of like is a lot of questions you ask yourself, and you kind of confused because it's like, well, why do they act like this? Why do they see things like this? Why do they do things like this? Why do they behave like this? You think different, and they look at you like you're an outcast or a misfit, which you are outcast and a misfit. Being an outcast or a misfit ain't as bad as someone would say it. It can be looked at as bad depending on who the person is, but you being an empath is not a bad thing. But you see, your narcissistic family will make it seem like that. But deep down inside, they know the truth. And this is why they don't like you and hate you. And it's a separation. Even within the same house, it's still a separation. I mean, you guys, you have different beliefs. You do things different. And this is what caused you also to be the target of the family, the scapegoat. This is one of the reasons why you'll be a scapegoat, because you have a strong mind, you're strong independent, you have a backbone, you have a spine, you stand up for yourself, you believe what you believe in, and that don't change, and they know that about you, and they don't like that. They can't easily manipulate you and make you believe what they want you to believe and think what they want you to think or behave, even if the environment that you're in, you kind of think outside of that environment of bigger and better things, and you really not subgated to that, if I'm saying it right, subgated to that community. Even if it's a bad, harsh environment or community, you think outside the box. Even if, you somehow a little bit become into, and within, the genes, the families, they have their genes, of your mother, your father, or their parents, was alcoholics or drug addicted, or, they was highly sexual, sex addicts, or, they had a lot of anger or rage, or whether or not they was criminals or not. Even if you have one of these or some of these things, you still are bigger and better than that, and you still can tell, because like all of us, we all see people, because people make mistakes, and we look and we like, well, this is not this person. I mean, well, they in trouble, they did this and did that, but they better than that. We see people that we understand that they are better than what they're acting like, or what they are performing like, and we know that's not them. And that's you, even if you take on some of them negative genes or cursed genes that your family have, and they know that you, who you are, outshines that. You shine bright even in the midst of your lows, and it's because of the genes of your family that's passed on. But soon you will shake it. You will shake that, and become out of that. If you become alcoholic because that was your family gene, that's what your parents did, they was drunks, you will eventually not be a drunk no more. And so you are destined to overcome things like that. But other than that, you are separated and different from them. You're not the same as them. You don't see things the same. Your path and your step is easy. Your step and your path is different from them. It's you walk a different path. You see things way different from them, and they don't like it, and they don't understand it, and you don't like the way they think, and you don't understand it. You don't really much like, not to say you really don't like it, you don't understand it because it don't make sense. It might be stupid, it might be childish, it might be like, well, that's so small, that's very narrow thinking, and things like that. But the way that they think, they really hate you and jealous of it. This is what it's like being an empath, and being an empath inside of a narcissistic, toxic family. You see things different. You're who you are. They are all the same, and you're kind of like the one out of the bunch that's just different. If they going this way, you're going that way, and they are going to be trying to pull you this way and try to get you to think how they think, of their mentality, because they all think the same. And narcissists think kind of like in a cult way, like everybody has to think the same. Like in cults, you got one leader and everybody thinks how he says think, and they all program and they all think the same way. This is how narcissists are. This is why when they get in groups, they are all the same. If you want to go anywhere, all the talkers, you'll find that group over there, all the talkers. All the people who are about their business, you'll find them in a separate group. All the people who are lazy, lousy, who don't want nothing, you'll find them right there sitting on the porch just drinking and talking all day, gossiping. That's how it is. People hang out and deal with people who are their energy. If you're not, they will be jealous and despise you for it, they hate you for it, and at the same time trying to convert you into becoming what they are. And this is what happens in narcissistic family when you're the empath. And also you'll be the scapegoat because you're an empath. And this is what would cause you to become the scapegoat, you being an empath, and they know this. They know you're the empath. But I want you to be your empath, be yourself. If you are God chosen, be God chosen. And if this is what's gonna happen, this is just what it is. You be yourself, and you don't worry about being in that, being who your family wants you to be. Worry about you creating your own family. Worry about being around and meeting people that are empaths like you, or people who are, who can relate to you, who are different than you. You don't have to worry about, being around people that's just like your family member, because they are just trying, your family members are toxic people, and they just want evil people, and they just want you to be like them. And you're never going to go nowhere or relate to them because you're just not like them. And so you just have to leave them when you can, as soon as you can, and get away from them and go live your life and, start your own family and meet and have friendships and start businesses and business partners and so forth and so on, relationships with people who relate to you, because that's what your life was meant to be, and that's the way it was supposed to meant, and this is supposed to be. So if you're an empath growing up with a narcissistic family, it's kind of confusing, but this is basically what it is, and to clear this up, a lot of people who are scapegoats think that they are black sheeps in the family. You're not the black sheep. If you're the scapegoat, you're not the black sheep. A scapegoat and the black sheep is two different things. So if you're an empath or you're a scapegoat of your family, you know, especially if you're an empath, you're a scapegoat. You're not a black sheep. It's two separate things. So I wanted to clear that up for people. The scapegoat and the black sheep is two different things. This was a video request, so I wanted to do this video request. I hope the person who wanted this video request, this is enough for you. Everything explained right. And everybody, make sure that you subscribe to my new channel, Kevin Sullivan Live. The link is in some of the videos, in the description box of the videos. Also, if you go to my homepage on this channel, next to the donate button, you will see the YouTube button. Click that, and that's the link for my new YouTube channel, Kevin Sullivan Live. That's for all the live videos. Thank you guys for listening and watching and subscribing. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And everybody have a great day and stay narcissistic free.